David MacKinnon.
David MacKinnon.
5人バッティングをしています。レフトへ伸びていくか、下がって食らいた、見上げた、デビッド・マキノン。
Welcome to a very special episode of Pacific Swings. I'm Jasper Spanjar.
I'm Dave MacKinnon, ex-MLB participant, former NPB, KBO baseball player, soon to be NPB commissioner. I wear many hats.
You do wear many hats, more hats than is probably humanly possible. But for the audience, David posted a tweet that apparently struck a nerve with Japanese baseball fans. Care to explain what happened?
I simply stated after the Lions, I believe, tied the Marines.
Yep, 5-5.
Ties in baseball are an abomination. Baseball games should never end in ties, ever. That's it.
I mean, it's sensible in the way that you can be sensible. That's sensible.
Yeah.
And it seemed that the internet had its thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, the internet kind of lost its mind. Apparently suggesting that baseball games should have winners and losers could be controversial now. However, there were some Japanese fans that agreed. I would say for the most part, they disagreed.
I was inclined to say 50-50. It's probably not 50-50.
It's probably a little more, yeah.
It's probably a little more on the sort of how dare you end of the spectrum. But it's so naturally, I think we decided to give you a platform to present your agenda, to explain carefully what you do as an NPB commissioner. So this should go well.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, my job as NPB commissioner, I'm for the people.
You are for the people.
Either I'm for the fans. I'm also for the players. So that's probably not great for as an NPB commissioner. I think
probably
you're supposed
not great.
To be more for the owners, but I would be an NPB commissioner for the boys. Okay,
for the boys, yeah,
for the boys.
But let's start with the obvious then. Your first executive order, what will it be?
First executive order? My first executive order would probably be kind of what we were talking about on my tweet. Just no more ties. So I think the way around that would just be in hockey, right? NHL hockey. You go to overtime. You have a 5-minute overtime. If one of the teams wins in that 5-minute overtime, the game's over. The game's over. You have a winner and a loser. Okay? The winner gets 2 points. But anyway. So the baseball version of this would be, if it's tie game after 9, we're going to extra innings. It's 3, we have maximum of 3 extra innings, just like we're doing it right now in Japan, right? 3 extra innings, so we go to 12 innings. If there's no winner, we need to find a tiebreaker.
So what's the tiebreaker?
That's what it will be up for disposal.
No, isn't that Commissioner MacKinnon?
No. So, I mean, what would I do? What
would you do?
I'd do a swing off, dude. I would do a swing off. 100% swing off. You get 10 swings, home run derby.
Most home runs win.
Yeah, most home runs wins with 10 outs. 10 outs. You do a home run derby. And
it should
be over. It should be over within 20 minutes. I don't know.
Well,
should be.
It's so okay. I'm gonna pretend I'm vice commissioner now because I think I've earned that title at least.
Yeah. 100%. This is my vice commissioner. He kind of he edits. He writes.
He writes.
He makes sure he keeps me in check. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what you need from a vice commissioner. So
yeah.
But would we look to implement a similar sort of system in the NHL where, because if you lose that game, you still get a point in the NHL. Obviously, the point system is not something you want to...
Yeah.
But would we give teams like half a game? Would we give them half a win? Would we start doing that? Or does that get confusing?
Yeah, no, I think that's what we have to do. I think you could even do a point system. You really could do a point system.
You could,
2 points for a win. I mean, pretty much every single league does a point system. Every sport does it. Like soccer does a point system. Hockey does a point system. Basketball, there's no ties. No.
Football, no ties.
Football, there are a couple ties every once in a while.
Yeah,
which is also stupid.
Yeah.
I would just like that to be thrown out there. That's dumb. You play once a week. Yeah. Okay. Play until somebody wins the game. So I think they would agree with that. Like, let's just play until someone scores. Football, you score a lot. right? Someone's going to score. That football shouldn't end in a tie. But yeah, just find out a system where like you can still reward the teams for getting to extra innings, and the loser in extra innings or in the swing off, they get a point, and then the other team gets 2 points.
I
And
mean,
we all get to still go home on the trains. Like,
yeah, that's it.
you know,
Because I think the majority of the backlash, or you did get some backlash, like 1.4 million impressions. So there's going to be some people that disagree with future NPB Commissioner Mr. MacKinnon.
I mean, the backlash kind of like was like anywhere from like, oh, I don't think that's smart to like, you're a straight up idiot. Like,
yeah, but so the last one was me. That was
that was your Japanese burner account.
It's my Japanese burner account, yeah. No, but I think the big argument, opposing that is, okay, but the trains run until a certain time. We want to make sure we get home in time. And it's like, okay, we can still fix that, because either we can start the games half an hour earlier, or we just do a pitch clock.
Yep. So that would be probably as a player.
As a commissioner, you mean?
Well, as a player before my commissioner days, as a player.
Oh yeah, before, yeah.
As a player before my commissioner days happened. In AAA, the first year I was in AAA in 2022, we had the pitch clock, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to be good. It might feel rushed. But then all of a sudden you're finishing games in 2.5 hours, and you actually didn't feel rushed. You just realize how much wasted time there is during a baseball game. You can still step off to get extra time. You still have mound visits. Like, you can still call time every at bat as a hitter. There's still breaks in the action, but it just forces the game to move around and not step off 10 times in at bat and shake 1,000 times and then pick off to first another 10 times to try to keep a guy close, then finally deliver a pitch. We had a couple games in Japan. They're just long games because of the amount of pickoffs, the amount of just extra like step offs, pickoffs, time in between innings was usually a little longer because there's no clock either. Lots of ground balls are being thrown. Guys are taking their time in between innings. Yeah, when there's just a pitch clock and something forced, it literally cut down. I think it cut down like 45 minutes on average of games for AAA. Like the Pacific League, because of how much the ball flew the year prior, the games would be three and a half hours, and we were down like 2:45. And for me as a player playing every day, like you're on your feet all day long, you're at practice for 5 hours, 4 hours, and then you have to play a game, right? So the less I'm on my feet, the better I feel, the more healthy I feel, the more energized I am for the longer in the season, But if I'm on my feet for 4 hours during a game and I've already been there for 4 hours prior, dude, it just takes a lot. It takes a big toll on you. So for players' health and for better product on the field, I think that would be great for the NPB. And also, everyone will still be able to get home on time with the trains because the game should be about 45 minutes shorter. We'll be able to finish our overtime.
Okay, but let's look at the other end of the spectrum, which is what MLB has done since 2020, which is implement the ghost runner on second base to start the inning.
Yeah.
Is that part of the future plans of Mr. Commissioner David MacKinnon, or would that not suffice in making sure that games end ideally before the 12th inning comes around, or at the 12th inning, or because we still if we do that, we've still got that problem.
If we still have we could still have the 12th inning max, and like we really don't need the. I know the NPB Japanese culture does not want the runners on that. It doesn't feel like it. Like me being of the people and the fans as commissioner, like I would probably stay more towards let's just play our 12 innings and do like some sort of tiebreaker after. The pitch clock will help with pretty much everything as much as people don't want it. Also, on a note with the NPB, I believe they open gates 2 hours prior to the games, typically.
They do, yeah.
So, like, you're already at the stadium for a very long time if you're getting there 2 hours prior to the games. You're seeing BP. Now, in the States, a lot of times they only open an hour before game. Sometimes an hour and a half if you're lucky. But for a lot of places, it's only an hour before the game. But you have that extra hour of, like, the ballpark and hanging out in the ballpark. It's not always like if we're shaving off a little bit of time during the game, you still have 2 hours prior to the game to go try to get some autographs and try to see some BP, go shopping, get some food. Like, you're getting the whole ballpark experience still.
You do sound like a man of the people. I think
I am a man
that's
of the people. I just also want my players to be healthy because I'm a man of the people. And
all the people.
all
Yeah.
of the people, like
Yeah.
the fans, the players. Yeah, pretty much the fans and players only, actually. I'm pretty much
Yeah.
a man of the fans and players.
No
I
one
don't know
else.
if that's a good commissioner because the commissioner is supposed to be a representative of the owners. So,
Yeah.
not quite sure if they'll be happy.
Your tenure is not off to a great start now.
But
So, okay.
you got to think about it. The best leagues are going to be thinking of fans and players the most, period. If you put the best players on the field, you keep them healthy, you keep them happy, they're going to want to play every day. And then you keep the fans happy. That's who's paying. That's who's paying for everything, you know? So
Yeah.
you keep those two groups happy and boom. Like you could have an unbelievable
business,
product
yeah.
and then the owners are making more money, you know?
So the owners do win. You're also
owners
a man
do
of the
win.
owners. You're off to a great start. I feel like you're programmed to be elected next year, the year after, whenever it will be. It'll be fascinating to watch. I mean, the votes will stream in like never before. So okay, we've got the ties figured out. Then basically,
I mean, and I'm also open to that's my basic idea of swing off for a tiebreaker. Now we can bring that to the people. We can bring that to the fans, see what they would want to see as a tiebreaker.
it's a great poll to run.
Yeah,
next week on the Pacific Swings account, but I'm thinking of alternatives. You need like systematic proof that one team is better at something. But what if you get like one guy who can just hit nukes consistently, and
then you might want to keep it. Like they might pay to keep a guy like that up all the time, you know.
That's fascinating. So you could have like a DH on your team.
You don't even need a DH. We need a glorified BP hitter. Like
just a BP hitter.
Tanks and BP. Like he doesn't even need to hit during the game.
But is it BP? So it's not an at bat. It's literally
it's just BP. It's a home run derby.
It's just BP. So you need a certified.
I think it would also just be 10 swings. It's not going to be 10 outs. It's going to be like 10 swings you get.
Yeah, 10 swings. Otherwise, we're still drawing on.
Yeah, then we're taking a long time, you know. So.
Yeah, I have my reservations about whether it will actually work and integrity of the game and all of that. I mean, it does feel like it does need a solution. But seeing as you're, you know, the newly appointed commissioner of the NPB, things are already happening. Things are moving.
Yeah.
The Central League has just announced that it's abolished its DH, which is, I think, fantastic news for everyone watching NPB because, frankly, who likes seeing pitchers hit? Pitchers don't like seeing pitchers hit. Pitchers don't like hitting. Fans don't like it. It's basically, does he get the bunt down? Yes or no? And that's it. Good call. What do you think, Commissioner?
Yeah, I mean, it
had to have happened yet.
It's the 21st century here, you know. You got to leave the pitchers hitting behind. The DH is the new move. You don't want to be spending money watching a guy that honestly can't even hit at the high school level to try to hit top tier pitching in the world. I mean, we even talked about with Anthony Kay. We just got off a call with him, and he says he had 3 hits this year. He thinks he broke a record for most at-bats without a hit last year before he got his first hit. It's not fun for those guys, you know? You can get hurt. I feel like more negative will happen with pitchers trying to hit and run bases than good. You know, you don't want your $1 million studs, multiple $1 million studs, like getting hurt running the bases or trying to swing a bat and hurting their back and stuff. So this is just something that needs to happen. And also it allows older guys that maybe only be able to play in the Pacific League. It allows them to sign anywhere in the league now because
it'll open more spots.
It'll open more spots for some of those veteran guys who don't play every day in the field anymore.
It's a no-brainer, and obviously it's helped massively. I think at the MLB level, where games are just more enjoyable because of it.
Yeah.
And I do feel like, because I get the hesitance, and I know some people have replied to, you know, some of our accounts' tweets where it's like, yeah, we don't want the NPB to be a carbon copy of MLB. I mean, but guess what? It won't be. It really won't be. It'll still be Japanese baseball at its finest. But there are some practical things that you can just change that will actually help speed up the game a little bit and also just make it a more enjoyable product for the world to watch.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I'm here creating jobs, you know? I'm an economic stimulus package disguised as a baseball commissioner, you know? So guys are going to have DH jobs now. We might have a glorified BP hitter for that
Beam, you're
swing off,
creating
you know?
jobs. Yeah.
I'm creating jobs. I'm trying to get guys paid. I'm trying to keep the money in the players' hands to create better product on the field so I can make my owners more money. That's what it comes down to, okay?
I can't wait for your first press conference and be like, sorry, Mr. MacKinnon, why have you abolished ties?
Because they're dumb. Any other questions?
The other questions. I mean, yeah, you gotta remember, you're a man of the people, so you're also a man of the reporter. You're also a man of the journalists.
Definitely still a man of the media and reporting. All I ask is you just keep your mind open with your questions and ask good questions. You know, people once said that there's never a dumb question. There's dumb questions out there. Okay, make sure you ask good questions.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've been a journalist for about 10 years now. I know there's dumb questions that I can ask.
Jasper asks some dumb questions, you know.
Every week. Like, it's a week-to-week thing. It's all jokes aside, I think it's it does feel like a step in the right direction. The DH abolishment, at least, that 2027, that's going to happen in the NPB. We still got to figure out the tie situation. I doubt we'll figure it out quickly. I feel like that's probably something that will continue to draw on for a little while longer.
The main problem is with the ties, they're worried about missing trains home and all that stuff, right? So I do think we need to speed this game up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which probably means a pitch clock. So baseball purists don't like it, but the reality is that's just kind of what's going to happen, I think, at some point. Especially, I think Korea is leaning towards it too.
Yeah, because what are the differences you've encountered in KBO versus NPB?
They have the robotic strike zone, the auto strike zone.
Yeah, they have it. They have it with 20 seconds with the bases empty and 25 seconds with runners on base, and they've had its desired effects. Only 13 games have lasted longer than 3 hours and 30 minutes, and average game time dropped by 13 minutes.
Yeah, which is awesome because the games just take too long. There's just a lot of just not doing anything. And if you force guys to that's still a long time in between pitches. So it's not like you don't have a lot of time to recover or think or make an adjustment. You foul a ball off your foot, they're not going to force you back in the box. You're running over, sprinting over to first base, covering first on a play. They're going to give you extra time to catch your breath. They have feel, you know? So I do think that's potentially another one that could definitely help and could keep people from getting heat stroke at games during the summer in Japan. And yeah, I think that'd be a good one and just keep players healthier.
Now let's talk about a different bit of technology, because I don't know when the KBO decided to implement their automatic ball and strike system.
2024 was the first year they did it.
Okay, so were you able to experience that?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I experienced it for half a season.
What was that system like? Because I know MLB they tried it, played around with it in spring training. They'll probably at some point, I'd like to assume they'll implement it at the MLB level. But what was that like for you in the KBO?
Yeah, in the KBO, the only problem with the technology is if the thing's calibrated, every zone can be a tiny bit different because the calibration could be slightly off. So the couple stadiums, it felt like the zone was shifted over 2 inches.
And that's noticeable for you as a hitter?
Yeah, you could feel it just because you take a pitch and it's just 2 inches off the plate and it can be called a strike. Specifically, that was at KT Wiz's field, was shifted over. Gemstill, the Twins and the Bears stadium, it was shifted down a tick. Don't know why, just how it is. But other than those ones, they were pretty accurate. I felt like. I just thought it was an even playing field. I liked it a lot, especially as a foreigner who in the NPB, the zones can be a tick bigger, and with some of the better pitchers, say Yamamoto, if he hits a spot, it's called a strike, even if it's a ball, you know? So I just felt like it was an even playing field where it was all right, the strike zone's the same for everyone. It's as fair as it could be, where you can't let any sort of your thoughts as an umpire change the strike zone. They're not even meaning to do it, but best players or legends might have a smaller strike zone if they're hitting than maybe a rookie, you know? So just everyone's on an even playing field. Same with pitchers, you know, the legends might get a little bit, couple more strike calls, and now it forces you to throw balls over the plate, and it's true baseball.
And I think it just levels the playing field quite a bit.
Playing field. I do think that I don't know if you need a full-blown electronic strike zone, but I would
with like the challenge system.
The challenge system would be the best thing. You get 3 challenges.
You would challenge it all the time.
I'm usually right. With like the agreement.
But you're a commissioner. You're usually right. Yeah.
Well, I'm always right because the vice commissioner just tells me like what I want to hear, you know. So that's your job also. But I'm right usually with my strike zone. Like I have pretty good eyes. That's what I was always pretty good at. Pretty good at deciding what pitches to swing at, right? So, I feel like I was always pretty good at that, and I would get a call, and I'm like, that's just not a strike, and like you can't do anything about it. Like Yamamoto executes 97, 98 on the white line outside against you, you can't even reach it, you know, because his ball's coming back this way. So if it's ending there, like it's actually out farther. So
you've got no chance.
Yeah, no chance, and it's like it's just hard. So you know, you're like, well, can I tap it? Like please challenge it. You can't do that though, you know? So a challenge system can be good because you got to be a little strategic. Do you want to waste a challenge and potentially be wrong? Like you think it's a ball early on, but you're not 100% sure. Do you waste a challenge in the first inning? You can only challenge the egregious ones until it gets later in the game. So yeah, I think I think challenge system would be a great rule, but I know people don't want things to change, you know? I'm talking everywhere in the world. Yeah. I'm talking like MLB, KBO. KBO is actually the farthest along when it comes to the robot zones. I have one thing for the KBO. Last year we played against the KT Wiz and we were up like 7-1 the fourth, and then it rained and they canceled the game. And I was like, oh, we'll just restart the game in the fourth tomorrow. And we didn't restart the game in the fourth. We restarted it completely. So there's no continuation rule there. It's just like a complete restart. So then we lost that game. I'm like, what? What was the point of playing 4 innings and just absolutely bringing it to them? And then they were the home team. So they're like, it's raining a little bit. We're just going to cancel it now. I'm like, well, yeah, why wouldn't you cancel it? You don't get punished because it's not the 5th inning. You know, like I'd be like, insane. Oh, man, there's a chance of rain. Let's just cancel this game because we're getting smoked. Like what's to do with that? Like what makes sure that no one, that you can't just cancel any game, you know? Oh, there's a chance of lightning in the area. Let's cancel it because we're losing. Like, that's just an absurd rule. Like,
it is an absurd rule.
You have to continue.
It makes no sense. Or none of the stats count either. Like
none of the stats count. I got double. I think I got a single, double, and an RBI taken away.
So that would have been the difference between you
not gotten released. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the difference. That one RBI. I was like, MacKinnon.
Yeah, not enough RBI. Not enough RBIs. He's 1 double away from not getting released. Away.
Oh, he doesn't have it. Yeah, rained out. Oh well. Goodbye, career.
Yep.
Anyway,
see you, career. Go retire, kid.
So, any send off? Any last hurrah? You know, you want the people riled up. You want them to vote for you, obviously.
Yeah, I want them to vote. Just know, a vote for Dave's a vote for the people. Like I will represent you to the best of my ability, fans and players. I will just do my best to just bring the best product to the field, you know, and a lot of that comes to player health and safety and fan health and safety and enjoyment of the game and moving the game along and putting the best product on the field for the longest time. So, yeah, I would just say I'm going to do some crazy things, but you vote for me, the best product's going to be put on that field. All right. So vote for Dave is a vote for freedom.
Taking it a bit farther. Okay. Vote MacKinnon, everyone. That was another episode of Pacific Swings. We hope you enjoyed it. At least David's got his little bit going on now where it's just, you can't rein him in. You just can't. Impossible to do.
Nope. I think we got to do more of these where I can just spew out my random thoughts that would make baseball electric.
Well, and if they get 1.4 million people looking at it, maybe we do. Yeah.
Also, as my final thoughts too, I just want to, if you guys want, like, what do you want to hear about? Give us your ideas. What do you want to hear about? Different opinions on different things in baseball. Let us know what you want to hear about. What crazy thoughts I might have. I might have something for you. But Yeah, Jasper will try to rein me in. There's no promises there.
I mean, we're a podcast for the people too. So
Yeah, we're
again,
for the people.
If you have any questions, if you have anything, please send them in. Send them to Pacific Swings on Twitter. You can also reach us at pacificswingspodcast@gmail.com in case you want it to be a private version of. Don't be harsh. Like, be nice. If you email us, like, send us nice things on email. Don't just, I don't know, say harsh things about David's lack of anything on this podcast. Anyway, vote for MacKinnon, vote for the people, subscribe to Pacific Swings. We'll see you again next week.
And I'm Dave MacKinnon, future commissioner. No more ties.